Jaheira! Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger! You do not understand because you do not listen! We were the first to discover the cult, and if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and—
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsk and Boo greet cheek with hand.
This mess falls on our heads, Minsk. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened. I have seen too much to believe destiny has taken our side. Blind luck, perhaps. The point remains. You meant well, Minsk. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
But this is where Minsk falls short of the understanding, Jaheira. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waclaren?
The Wicklaren, wise women of Rashomon, each bonded to a berserker bodyguard for life. There is no higher title nor deeper bond in all of Rashomon custom.
Wiclaren? Minsk, I am not your witch. You are not my bodyguard. This is not some high lodge of your homeland.
Boo agrees you're a queer kind of witch. But this city is a queer place. And Minsk, you may have noticed, is sometimes strange himself. The titles matter not. Only this. When Minsk does as Minsk does, and charges in to make a mess, Jaheira does as Jaheira does, and finds a way to save us all anyway.
Oh, I fight alongside fools.
You hear that, Boo? We fight alongside a Waclaren again.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointments or healing balms.
Not even for Boo?
Ally mine, we are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
He did, and it came. Now, my friend, bask in your victory. I will do the same. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
That's strange. Knowing I'll never hear Cazador's voice again. Knowing it'll never command me to bow against my will. I'm free from him. Forever. Invigorating. terrifying, all of the above. I'm still trying to understand it, really. I came so close to losing everything back there. To losing myself. Back at the ritual, all I could see was the power on offer and the safety it promised. I was so blinded by it. Just as Cazador was. But you saw something in me. Someone else I could be. Someone who could break the cycle of power and terror that started centuries ago. You saved me back there. I may not have appreciated it at the time, but I do now. Thank you. You did more than that. You believed in me. Believed I was enough. Just the way I am. When I look at my future, anything and everything feels possible now. You saved me from myself. And let me walk a new path where I can be free. Truly, honestly free. This is a gift, you know. Thank you. I won't forget it. Shadowheart's parents are at peace. And so she, it seems.
What Shadowheart did for her parents was a profound act of love. Her courage is... well, it's quite something to behold. What's on your mind? I've often asked myself the same. We clearly see... I take it as a compliment either way.
I'm so glad Shadowheart's ordeal is over. It'll be a long time before she'll come to terms with all this. But at least now, she can start. Free of Shah.
It is no small thing to slay one's life-bringers. Shadowheart did what was right, not what was easy.
Quite the cozy setup you have here. If you hadn't saved me from that, perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me? Quite right. The Lord of... as he did a hunt and just... and he has you. I see that. You have at least a measure of self-control. But Baal's inheritance is not shrugged off so easily. The heart of a Baal spawn is a flipped coin that lands on its edge. Yours is a family set on self-slaughter. When there are two or more, they will destroy one another. In times gone by, optimist that I am, I hope you are of similar heroic vintage. I believe you will be. And I'd like to help. The only way It is a study of the Slayer, and may give you a much-needed edge when you... The dream, it is said, once they've... It is a beast of unspeakable... A genius. That in the end, though Irenicus took the fall, quite so. I was rather hoping you'd gathered all the rest. I am a living witness to... But not all... I wish you luck. Dost thou require a new...
All right, time to skulk about. Everyone else minds their business.
I'll be fine. Just out of view. Don't want to draw any attention. Better be cautious.
Dost thou require
A cruel task fell to Shadowheart. But she did as her parents wished. She has my eternal respect. And I hope she soon finds peace. What word, my love? Always. Was there something else you wanted, my...
I brought my own pair.
Boo is overjoyed with our victory. Another den of evil vanquished. Well, Viconio is a Yes, Boo. The very mention of her name gives him nightmares. Do not... And you! Bite your tongue until your eyes water and your hairs curl. Good. Boo forgives. You may speak. Boo, and it will surprise you to learn that even the wisest of friends do not always recognize... Exactly! The draw. She knew, and so she meant to spill his miniature guts and study them. Ha! Boo, she had flipped. But if... In Baldur's Gate. Now, what do you need of Minsk? Truly, but...
Ever will Shar try to twist bonds of love into I cannot presume to know her parents. Or what, you're sure?
Shadowheart's memories will be a heavy load for her to carry. But her suffering is over, and so is her parents'. I hope she finds comfort in that.
Are you sure? And...
You truly are a feast for my eyes. Wherever you need me, I'll be...
How can I help? I question the wisdom. I'll be...
It sounds
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice.
The Blade of Avernus. How marvelous. It rolls right off the tongue. Tell me, little bug, who should Will's first target be? Yes, to kill the Absolute, to free the infected, to end the illithid grand design. Could there be a more heroic journey? But what about the next battle? And the next? How mighty will the stalwart blade be without warlock powers to help him? Tell me you haven't forgotten. Once the Absolute is no more, so is my aid. Well, perhaps I might pay a visit once he's settled, offer some advice. A bit of infernal altruism, if you will. Ah, the thrill of the unknown. I can't wait to see how this epic plays out.